Good afternoon, everybody. I've never done anything like this before. I've always wanted to, and I thought I would start off by doing a little bit of Ryder Cup for the PGA Tour. That's Team USA versus Team Europe. I'm gonna go over the players and kind of just give you a little bit of like what I think um, on the picks. I'm going to go over their 2025 season, like miscuts and all that kind of jazz, and their wins, whatnot. But and then kind of give why I don't think that player, should have been picked, or yes, obviously. If I don't feel that that player should have been picked, I do have a bit of a cheat sheet here, and on who I would rather have seen in that spot, I guess. I do realize kind of how it works, like through rankings and stuff, and then there's captains. The captain gets to pick and stuff, do all that kind of jazz and whatnot, and but obviously the top ranked players they're obviously they're in their spot already to begin with, and then the rest are being picked by the captain and stuff. But yeah, we'll start off. 2025 Ryder Cup's being played at Bethpage this year in New York, and if you're a big PGA fan, as you know, Bethpage is, I personally think, probably is one of the toughest courses in the U.S. It's got a sign overlooking the first hole, um, warning that this place is it's extremely hard, and it's not for the faint of heart, I guess. The way they're kind of letting you know before you tee off. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the boys play this year at an extremely tough course. It's uh, it's going to be interesting to watch this year. I'm pretty excited to watch it here. But we'll start off with this will be one of two. Hopefully, I don't know. I this is going to be all raw. I've never, like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm trying something new, and I guess as I get further into making more, I'll watch, and then I'll obviously listen to some of the comments if there's any comments. But I just kind of want to make it real, and no faking Hollywood stuff, I guess, as you want to say. But yeah, so we'll start off with Sam Burns. Sam Burns, his 2025 season top four, or sorry, top tens. He's got four. Top 20s, he's got, or top 25, he's got four. Um, he's got three missed cuts, three wins, but they weren't. The last time he had won was in 2022. Uh, Ryder Cup record, he's 1-2-0, and he's ranked 17th right now. I don't like the pick. I just don't think he's going to do well. He kind of struggled a little bit this year. You know, it's an extremely tough course. I don't think he's going to do very well. I don't like the pick. I kind of wanted to see actually Lucas Glover or JT Poston in in that spot. Lucas Glover, as we know, Lucas, he had an incredible year there a couple of years ago, and he was just winning lights out. he's got a big fire under him. Like, I think he kind of reminds me of a Justin Rose attitude, Ian Poulter attitude, like a Tiger Woods attitude. Just tough. Like, he doesn't put up with shit, and when he knows it's time, it's time to play. Like, I think he would be great under pressure in this kind of stuff. JT Poston, I really like the guy. He's a super nice guy, but again, he's another firebug guy. I would like him on my team. Like, he'd go out there and just like a little bulldog. He wouldn't put up with anything. He'd just go out there and fire away. And when he's on the green, he's pretty lights out on the green. I love the way he putts and stuff. And yeah, so those are my two guys over Sam Burns. As Sam Burns, he lost in that RBC playoff against Ryan Fox, and that was a tough one. I'm sure. Yeah, Burns would have liked to have won that, but how do you do that when Ryan Fox was playing pretty good going in, and he chips in for birdie? But anyway, so that's me. No to Sam Burns, and I would have liked to have seen either Lucas Glover or JT Poston in that position. Patrick Cantlay, as we all know, again, if you're a big PGA fan, Patrick Cantlay, his nickname is Patty Ice. A couple of years ago, this guy, in the last couple of years, this guy, he's another firebug, man. Like, he just reminds me again of, sort of style like a Rose, Ian Poulter, Tiger Woods, or Keegan Bradley. Just tough. Like, he knows what it takes to on the big stage and stuff. His world ranking is 21. Yeah, he's moved up, up in the rankings, but he's not far off from having another incredible year like he has the last couple of years. His Ryder Cup is 5-2-1. Ryder Cup wins. He's got one win with the Ryder Cup in his last 2 years he's played. Top 10s, he's got 5. Top 25s, he's got 10. 3 missed cuts and 0 wins this year. His last win that's when he had such an incredible season, and I got to watch it. 2021-22 season, he was just winning lights out. He dropped off the year after that, and then he kind of stayed with it in 2024 and 25, even though with no wins. Like I said, he was very close to being in that last season of 2022 where he was playing lights out. But anyways, that's a big yes for me for Patrick Cantlay. Definitely would have him on my team. Next guy, oh man, how do you not take this guy? He's great in and outside the golf course, in the golfing world. Bryson DeChambeau. This guy's a big yes for me because, again, how do you not have this guy on your team? He just nukes the ball. Yeah, he's as tough as can be. This guy. I don't think there's too many guys that want to play against him. He's tough all around from tee to green. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He just goes out and literally does what he can to get a W and win for everybody on his team and for his partner. But how can you not take him? His Ryder Cup record is 2-3-1. He's got 1 Ryder Cup win. And oh man, he's a big time for me on as far as being a pick. Harris English. Harris English for me is a yes. I really like Harris English. I have liked Harris English probably for the last 5 years, I guess, or so. You can't tell if he's losing or if he's winning. This guy's just straight face, just tees off and goes down the fairway and does what he needs to do to kick butt that day or that weekend. He chomps on gum like crazy, like he's dialed. This guy's fierce. I believe he's going to be a very good player in the next years to come here. Watch for him to be, on the next, definitely a few Ryder Cup picks and stuff in the next few years for this guy. Top 10s, he's got 4. Top 25s, he's got 12. He's had 2 missed cuts, 1 win this year. Ryder Cup, he's 1, 2, and 0. He's ranked 10th. But again, Harris English, yeah, he's a big time yes for me. Ben Griffin, I kind of got to know him last year. Didn't really hear too much about him last year as much as I did this year. The guy's kind of up and coming, one of the new guys, rookie, kind of like got her up, and a few other U.S. players that are making the ranks here. I think this is going to be huge for him. It's going to be huge for him and the team to find out what he's really made out of. He's super steady. He's not long off the tee, but he's extremely steady. I think no matter who he goes up against, he's going to give it all he can, that's for sure. I'm excited to see him play on this in the Ryder Cup. It's going to be massive for him. He's had 10 top 10s, 15 top 25s. Sure, he's had 6 missed cuts, but he's had 2 wins, and they were big wins for him. So he's ranked 17th. Again, from what I'd seen this year from him, he's not that far off from being at least a better rank in the top 10. I think next season he's definitely gonna get closer to top 10. If not, he's just gonna sneak inside top 10 next season. So watch out for Ben Griffin here. And Russell Henley, he's a rookie. Russell Henley in the last couple of years has been pretty good. I like his style of game. Again, he's one of the kind of the new up and comer boys on the PGA Tour. I think it's a great pick. He finished second in East Link this year. He's a good competitor out there. He plays really well. He hits a long ball. He's a pretty good putter, but he's got 10 top 10s, 12 top 25s, 2 missed cuts. He's got 1 win, and he's ranked 4th. That's pretty darn good. I don't know if if he'll ever reach Scotty Scheffler, kind of wins and stuff, but he's done really well for himself, and he definitely deserves to be on the team, that's for sure. So I'm happy with Russell Henley. Colin Morikawa. Oh, man. Not a big fan of his. I never really have been. Sure, he's a pretty good player, but I just, there's something about him that I just don't like, especially for this kind of thing. Sure, he had a good year that one year. winning the PGA Championship, and like his last win was in 2022-23 season. I don't like him. I don't like. There's no way I would have taken Colin Morikawa. To me, I don't think he's proven enough. Even though he's ranked 8th right now, I I think there would have been a better player in my mind personally. I think they could have taken, if they were to allow to take anybody outside, and if they didn't have to take the guys inside top 10, their best players, I would have taken Andrew Novak. Again, another up and coming superstar in the PGA Tour. He's a big dude. He's like DeChambeau. He just absolutely bombs it off the tee. He's good all around. He's a bulldog out there too. He fights hard out there. I personally think this kind of stuff for Andrew Novak would have been a great thing for him to be involved in, and hopefully, in the next couple of years, he will be selected for this. I don't think he'll disappoint. I think he would have done a great job for the Ryder Cup. So for Morikawa, for me, no. Just not a fan. I just feel that Colin's gonna kind of get booted around out there. So I would have taken Andrew Novak over Colin Morikawa. Again, this is just me. Obviously, you guys can disagree or agree. Xander Schauffele. Xander Schauffele has been a little quiet. He's had some great seasons, some big wins, some huge wins. The 2024, the Open Championship, the PGA Championship. Those are some huge wins. I definitely would have taken Xander Schauffele. The guy's tough. When it comes down to having to be a tough player to play against, Xander Schauffele can be one of those players. He's just not going to get booted around out there. He's going to do an extremely good job. I think that was a good pick. Again, obviously, because he's ranked 3rd, so he's going to be an automatic, for the Ryder Cup. But if there was no being picked because of what you're ranked and how you're ranked, I still would have taken Xander Schauffele. 3 top 10s, 9 top 25s. He's had 0 missed cuts, 0 wins. He's had a couple good chances this year to winning. He wasn't that far off on a few of them. Ryder Cup, he's got a pretty good record, 4-4-0 in his Ryder Cup. Again, he's a tough player. He's not big, but he's pretty steady. Once he starts hitting fairways, he's super tough to play against. So definitely he's a good pick for me. JJ Spawn, as we all know, I got to watch it. I got to witness that massive putt in the rain. From, it had to have been 50 feet, maybe more. This just big sidewinder of a putt that he made to win the U.S. Open. What a way to win your very first tournament, is to win a major, and that's the U.S. Open. Just massive. I really like JG Spawn. He's a rookie. That's a great pick. He's ranked 7th, so he was locked pretty much because of what he's done the last couple of years to stay in his ranking and stuff. But he's had 10 in his top 10s. He's got 6 top 25s. He's got 13, 4 missed cuts, the 1 big win. And yeah, he's another guy I personally think it can be a tough player to play against. He plays extremely well in tough conditions, and you can tell that this guy, he just doesn't want to win one and just hang out and just kind of hopefully make a paycheck. This guy wants to prove there's a reason why he won the US Open. There's a reason why he's now picked, or at least now taken for the Ryder Cup this year. He's going to prove, in the next few years, if not longer, on why he's a good player. So I really like JJ Spawn. Yeah, this guy here, yeah, we all know him. World number one. He's had, let me just do his season here. It's a pretty incredible season. Just like, I'm going to give a shout out to Bobby Lum. Incredible season. And I call him the chef. Net champ, match play champ. So top 10, 16. Top 25s, he's got 19. Missed cuts, 0. Ranked number 1. He's got 5 wins this season. His Ryder Cup, 2, 2, and 3. The last time he missed a cut was in the match play, the World Golf Championship match play, and that was in 2022, 2023. Boy, oh boy, yeah, he hasn't missed the cut since then, and to do that's pretty incredible. This guy is incredible, Scotty Scheffler. Not much more to say about this guy. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty tough from tee to green. He plays pretty incredible out there. Justin Rose. Not a big fan of this pick. I personally think, even though he's had 1 win this year, I don't think, yeah, he's ranked 5th, so he was an automatic lock. I don't like Justin Rose for this. I don't know. He's had some tough seasons here. I think, I kind of think like Sam Burns, and Colin Morikawa, he's gonna get kind of booted around here this Ryder Cup. Yeah, sure, he plays with a lot of fire under him. We've seen it in the past couple of Ryder Cups. He's a pretty tough player. He knows what it takes, but I don't like him as a pick. I think I would have taken, again, this, if they weren't locked because of the ranking and all this kind of jazz, I would have taken Kurt Kitayama. This guy here, I think he's like 5 foot, but he's just all fire, this kid. He's got something to prove in the next few years, that's for sure. I personally think you'll hear more of his name. He's got 1 win this year, and he's got 4 top 10s and 7 top 25s. So I personally think he, again, if there was no rankings and being locked because of your rank, I personally would have taken Kurt Kitayama. I like the guy. he's not very long off the tee, but this guy's pretty straight. Like he's pretty consistent. Again, in the next few years, you'll hear more about this about Kurt. I think he's got lots to prove here, and he knows it, and he's going to. I personally think in the next few years, you'll start seeing his ranking get pretty close to the top 10. If not, he'll just slide in there in the top 10 for sure. And you'll probably see this guy in the next couple Ryder Cups probably coming up here. So yeah, Justin Thomas. No, I don't like that pick. Yeah, his Ryder Cup again was 7-4-2. 8 top 10s, 9 top 25s, 2 missed cuts, 1 win, and he's ranked 5th. But I kind of think his time is done for as far as being in the Ryder Cup. I think there's players that I wish that can get in if the ranking system was changed. That's just me. And I believe I got one more. Cameron Young. I really like this guy. I've liked him for the last few years. Definitely an up-and-comer, young fella, rookie. He had a great season. We all know his win at the Wyndham Champ. That was huge for him. And then he played great the weekend after, put himself in contention again the weekend after. This guy's, he's all fire. He's young. He'll show his emotions, but he's a tough player. He's not going to be easy to play against. Yeah, sure, Team Europe's got some fire in the players, but I think Cam Young's gonna put up a good fight this year, and he's gonna show why he was chosen by Keegan Bradley. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Cameron Young. Watch for this guy in the next few years. The next time he's on the Ryder Cup, I believe he's going to be top 10. He's going to be on the team, locked. So I'm excited to see Cameron Young play. He's definitely a yes for me. 7 top 10s, 11 top 25s, 7 missed cuts. Yeah, he's had a lot of missed cuts this season, but from what I had seen, sure, they're missed cuts. At the end of the day, they're missed cuts. But from what I had watched, when he did miss them, he was just missing them by a shot or two. So it's not like he was that far off from having less missed cuts this year. But anyways, he's had that one big win for him, the Wyndham, and he's ranked 20th. So, but again, watch for this guy in the next few years. I believe he's going to make the Ryder Cup, being as a locked player for sure for Team Europe or Team USA. And so yeah, so that's just one of 2. I'm going to make another video on Team Europe, on their players, and I'm going to do the same thing, ranks and yes or no on the pick. I won't give anything away for Team Europe, but that's kind of my info on Team USA and what I think. And again, that's just me. Obviously, everybody thinks a little bit different, and on who they probably thought should have made it, or maybe this was the team that you think has a great chance to going in and winning the Ryder Cup this year against Team Europe. So yeah, so we'll see what happens with Team USA, and again, sorry if I've made any mistakes. I've stumbled. I've pronounced anybody wrong. This is all new to me. I'm trying my best here. I haven't taken any classes or anything like that for this. As you can see, this is just straight up raw. Hit the record button and fly at it. I just want to give a shout out to my new R7 mini driver. Whoa. I'm not trying to get any sponsors or anything, or nothing, payments from nobody, but this mini driver, quad 7, 11.5, I moved the weights to the back for a little bit more height. I kept it standard. I put 2 wraps on it, +4, Golf Pride, stiff shaft. Yeah, this thing's been wonderful for me off the tee box. I struggled all of last year, as a few of my friends know that played with me. I struggled massive off the tee box with the driver. And once I put this mini driver in my hand, I'm hitting more fairways. I'm not getting into trouble anymore. I also personally think why it's been really good for me as well is the sticker. I'm telling you, the sticker creates more speed. It pounds the ball further. I'm putting it sometimes by the guys with their drivers, or I'm pretty equal with them as far as being down there on the fairways with their drivers. But if you're struggling, it sets up wonderful. I can't say much more about it. Well worth the money that I spent for it. It's quad 7, R7, TaylorMade. You got to get yourself one. You won't go wrong with it, that's for sure. Oh, and keep the sticker. I'm telling you, it creates more speed. Okay, everybody. Thank you for listening, and we'll have review number 2 coming soon here for Team USA, and hopefully I can get this out before the Ryder Cup. All right, have a great day. Thanks.